What's funny is when I was on the flight, there was um there was a big transition. Okay, the transition was it went from what I thought was normal, but it turns out was class uh, in between flights. So I landed in where did I land the first time? Okay. So my first flight was from LAX, and then I landed in Doha, Qatar, and then from there we hopped on a plane that was Jordanian Airlines.
Oh,
Why do you say it like that?
because I have fond, and when I say fond, I mean disgusting memories of that airline, bro.
Dude, okay.
You talking about KLM?
No, not KLM. KLM is
Isn't that Jordanian Airlines?
no, bro. What the hell?
What's KLM?
KLM is the French airline, dude. Air France.
Oh, no shit.
Delta Airlines, yeah.
Huh. What is Jordanian Airlines
It's
called?
the Royal Jordanian. That's what
Royal. Okay.
yeah, that's what it's called.
Okay, I got it mixed up, but disgusting airline.
Yeah, man. I mean, it kind of sucks because I'm an Arab, right? And then if I have to go, what the fuck are you doing to someone that is Arab? And then it's not just someone, it's the whole goddamn flight. Like people pushing grandmas out of the way. You know? This is like someone in like freaking seat 186D in the back is flying to the front as soon as the plane lands. We haven't even stopped,
That is one of the hallmark things that Arab people do on flights,
you know?
from
So,
what I've
like,
seen.
it is insane. Um,
Is that what
it-
pissed you off about the flight, or what?
It's just
Was there
like,
something
it's
else?
so rowdy, dude. So I get on, okay. And the first thing that happens is I go to my seat. There's someone there.
Someone sitting in your seat?
Some unibrow piece of crap was just sitting there, and I was like, I'm just chill, you know. I'm like whatever. So I go and I'm like, I look at him, I smile. This guy turns towards the window as if like he doesn't see anything, right? So then the flight attendant says, "Oh yeah, can you see your ticket?" And I was like, I show her my ticket, and she goes, yeah, your seat is right there. Okay, hold on. He's like, "Sir, you're in the wrong seat. Can I see your ticket?" And he's like, "No." And then this is what I'm like. All right, dude, should I start recording right now?
Dude, didn't you have the same experience on another flight?
Dude, it's always when you land in the Arab countries. I don't know what happens, but it
No,
turns
no
rowdy,
ticket.
super rowdy, right? They think they can just control everything. So then the lady's like, "You're in the wrong seat, sir. I need to see your ticket so I can put you in the right seat." And he starts like pretending like he doesn't speak English, and all of a sudden, you know, just some weird crap. So then I'm telling him, "What's your seat? Like, what's your seat number?" And then he just like starts getting angry. But like he's
Typical.
not speaking Arabic or English. He's just saying random crap,
Like what?
like sounds.
Start speaking French all of a sudden.
Whatever. And then so I'm like, I would look at her and I'm like, "What's his seat number? I'll take his seat. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? A seat is a seat. It's an hour-and-a-half flight, for God's sake.
Was this middle seat window or?
It was window.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm like, just let me know, bro. Like, I'll sit wherever the hell he's sitting. I don't care. You know? Like, I genuinely do not care.
Take a sip of your Mount Valley. For context, we're talking about Mr. Worldwide's worldly travels over here. Just came back from almost a month-long trip, so.
Pretty crazy trip. But anyway, before I get into that, yeah. So eventually she gives me his seat number, and I go sit in his seat. And it was completely fine. I'm sitting there, and then like people are like pushing your seat in the back. As soon as we take off, like I'm pretty sure the plane is still like 90 degrees upwards, right? Gravity's falling downwards, and these people are like getting up clearly with the seatbelt sign still on, you know.
This is so true.
And it's like, okay, what happened that you couldn't wait 30 seconds, you know?
I think
What happened? Like you get up, you start fumbling through luggage in the cabin up above.
There's just no rules, bro. If there are
And then,
rules, they're
dude,
going to be
the
broken.
thing is, it's like the flight attendants are like, "Sir, you need to sit down, sir. Sir, you need to put on your seatbelt and sit down, sir." And then they're just like, oh, well, to just continue doing whatever they're doing. And I'm like, wow, dude, like system out the window,
No, dude.
respect out the window, like following rules out the window. There's no consequence. Like they don't feel like there's a consequence to whatever they're doing mid-flight.
Was the whole flight Arab?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
I mean, listen, Arabs are prideful. I think in general they're just going to do what they're going to do, and they don't like rules in general.
Yeah, until it bites you in the ass, and then they start crying. That's the kind of people they are.
That's
Kinda
interesting.
sucks, you know? Once international law gets struck upon your head,
Oh, then we start acting.
then we start crying, you know?
Why can't we demand more from our people in
I don't know, dude.
flights?
I feel like they operate exactly the way they drive. Does that make sense?
Super reckless drivers,
Super chaotic.
seats all the way back.
Well, not even like that. It's like the rule that they have in the country when you're driving is wherever there's room, you go. There's no lanes, even though there are drawn out lanes.
Your turn signal is the honk from.
Yeah. There's no, you know,
Yeah, no lights. Forget about it.
there's no rule or order to whatever. Their flow is just chaos,
It's so true.
you
Dude.
know?
It's
Oh, there's
so
room,
true.
you go in. That's it. Done.
Yeah,
It's kind of crazy.
I learned that lesson the hard way when.
So
Yeah,
let's translate their driving habit into their full body operation. You know, this is how they genuinely move through the earth. Is with chaos.
their
and,
program
like,
is
no
chaos.
order. You know what I mean? So I'm sitting there like putting all this in my head, like just kind of like recognizing some patterns here,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just some weird behavior throughout. So like I'm laughing, dude. I'm genuinely not pissed. You know? Whose alarm is that?
It's not one of ours.
What the hell? There's no way.
We've been
Yeah,
interrupted.
that's not
No,
mine.
it's not yours.
Weird.
Anyways,
Sorry about that. But yeah.
like you're there for the circus show.
Yeah.
You're getting a front row seat to all the
Yeah, I'm
craziness.
just like, what the hell? Plus, this is another thing I realized. Arabs, the longest flight they'll ever take is probably 4 hours. And like that to them is like, oh my God, kill me now. I can't handle this. You know?
Hmm.
For me, I just flew in 16 hours direct flight to Doha.
Yeah, dude, that's an
Okay.
insane flight to start off.
Yeah. And then my next flight is an hour and a half, 2 hours tops. Okay. Like I'm chilling. This is like we take off and all of a sudden we're landing type of flight, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So for them to not even be able to have a smoke for just an hour and a half is insane. Considering we were at the airport that has like all the smoking lounges possible. So they've definitely smoked like T minus 20 minutes ago, you know?
Yeah, think about it. 4 hours for a smoker is like it's literally an eternity.
Yeah. And I'll get to why I mentioned that. Because when when we land, we literally land, okay? And then the plane is barely slowing down. They immediately get up. They get up, full seatbelts off. They're grabbing their luggage. They're running to the front. And then the flight attendants are like, yo, sir. Yo,
sir. Yo, sit back down.
literally sit down. What are you doing? What are you doing? Sit down. We haven't even parked yet.
Well, there's nothing the flight attendants can do at that point,
You know
right?
what someone said? Literally, someone said for a group of people. This guy said one thing. He said, "بدنا ندخن يا زلمة."
Translate for the American audience.
I was like, what the hell did I just hear? They literally said, man, we need to smoke.
It's the first thing on their mind.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me empathize.
So sorry.
Man, like at least give me the room to empathize. You can't just be like, let us park first, you know? It's crazy, man.
And I'm not surprised that
Yeah.
somebody said that too.
And then they finally listened. Okay, they sat back down. And then we finally came to a complete stop. And immediately they got up. And like, I was surprised, dude. Grandmas are getting up doing the same shit.
Yeah.
Like they're grabbing whatever freaking wheat bag that they have, potato sack
Za'atar bag.
filled with crap, you know? They're grabbing it and they're just like, and then there's dudes that are literally pushing grandma aside to get up in front of her, you know? So you're hopping from seat 48 to seat 1 just because you want to smoke? It doesn't make any sense while just like tossing people left and right.
And we all know how small those aisles
Yeah.
are. Like, you have to push the people to get
It's
through.
just stupid, dude. I was just like, dude, this behavior is insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, this is something that can be studied.
we can run a randomized control trial on this.
It's insane, man. So yeah, I'm glad I'm not that type of person.
Yeah.
I tend to generalize sometimes where I'm like, oh, Arabs. But it's like, for some reason, it's my brain just following the order of pattern that I...
And we all know there's nuance to it. Like, of course there are Arabs
I
that don't
mean,
do this.
you're
But
Arab.
like, come on.
I'm Arab. Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
To be honest, it's more...
My uncle wouldn't do that.
Yeah, it's
He's
more
Arab,
entertaining
you
to
know,
speak in generalities,
yeah.
too.
It is, it is.
So how
But
many
yeah,
countries
it's
did you hit?
something different. What?
How many countries did you hit?
I thought you said calories. I was like, what the hell are you
How
talking
many calories did you consume in this trip?
about? 0 on flight. How many countries did I hit? So I went to Budapest, Hungary. I went to Austria, Vienna. And then I went to another city in in Austria called Hallstatt.
Mm.
That's where all major snowboarding and snow activities are. That was pretty cool. There's like a mini town over there.
Mm-hmm.
Lots to do and eat and see.
Does it look like a Disney set?
Bro, if Disney could, I might give it a visit, but no. Much better.
I would assume so.
Much better. We saw where Hitler gave his speeches. In
That's
Austria.
crazy, dude.
That was insane.
That is insane.
Yeah, which I don't know till this day. Is that unspoken of in Austria or what's going on? But because that is his hometown. That's where he was born. Austria.
That's an interesting question. Are people
Yeah.
sympathetic to him there?
And then we went to this
don't think so.
cafe at the last day in Vienna. And then someone mentioned in line, they were like, oh, this was Hitler's favorite cafe where he drank coffee. And I was like, what the hell? Is this why there's a line?
Is there
Like,
is there a specific energy to like those specific areas because of the history involved?
I mean, when you find out, yeah, you feel like there is energy for sure. But in general, I think when you first see it without knowing, you're just like dumbfounded by this architecture, man.
Yeah.
The weather, it was like freezing cold. Yeah, just crazy vibes. The carriages with the horses too, riding around. Mixed in with the weather, it just feels very peaky. Like midwinter type
Peaky
vibes.
Blinders
Yeah.
midwinter.
Super cool. Very memorable, I would say.
Was that the most
terms
like
of, like,
the
all
best
my trips.
country on the trip?
I would say so. Yeah. Besides the food, yeah.
What's wrong with the food?
It just wasn't my favorite. It was kind of cool that we found some Italian spots. They had really good pizza.
I would not expect that.
Really good authentic pizza. Yeah. Crazy. But yeah, it's a very sweet country too. They have a lot of sweets.
Like what, chocolate?
Anything from chocolate to like their main they have this like pancake dessert and they love applesauce.
They love applesauce.
Yeah, so they'll
Austrians love
put
applesauce.
warm applesauce on things.
Damn.
So this one dish that I had was really good. It had apricot and peaches, I believe. And then it was in a jam, but the jam was hot. So it was like boiling hot.
I can see how that's
They
good.
bunch up a bunch of pancakes and then they kind of crumble it and they put it in this sack. And then they top it all off with that jam and then fruit. And they add a little bit of cinnamon. Just dig right in with a fork.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Really good for the winter. It's super hot, you know. It's nice.
Makes sense. Provide some balance.
Yeah. It's pretty nice. What else did I do? I went to Saudi. I went to visit my sister because she lives out there. It's pretty cool. That was more like family oriented, I would say.
Is that in a part of Saudi that's more developed?
Yeah,
Because I've heard of some
yeah.
crazy like
Because
developmental.
Riyadh was like basically nothing besides malls for like the longest time. I would say from like 2004 to 2015, and then 2015 and on, that's kind of where it started getting more developed, and MBS kind of came into power,
Mm.
getting a little bit more westernized. So I did, I did see a Chipotle, a Wingstop.
A Chipotle.
Yeah, a
What
Wingstop.
the fuck?
Yeah. Canes.
No
I
way.
swear to God.
They're going full on westernization,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah. But you best believe, man, I didn't try any of that stuff. I went straight for the shawarma,
Good.
the mendi, the medfoon, the madroot.
I don't even know what those are.
It's just rice and chicken dishes. Bomb.
It's like a variation of mensaf.
So medfoon is buried. Literally, it's buried in the ground.
Oh yeah,
They cook it that way.
we have that in Jordan.
Bro,
Different style.
the chicken comes out melted. Like it's just like so good. Yeah, so it's more like a food trip in Saudi, I guess. And then where else did I go? I went to Jordan. Jordan was
I was there relatively recently as well.
yeah, Jordan was pretty cool. I would say it's very old school but modernized at the same time.
Yeah, there's some changes that have been made there.
Yeah. But the streets are still like old school.
Oh yeah.
You know? Pretty cool. The food there is amazing. Blew my mind.
I'm always surprised when people say that some of the best food in the world is in Jordan.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is.
I wish I had more opportunity to
Yeah.
try over there.
Yeah. Definitely, I would say there isn't really much to do during the winter, at least.
Mm-hmm.
I did want to go to like Wadi Rum and what's the other spot? Petra.
Yeah.
But it was freezing, man. I didn't really want to go and do that for 11 hours in the desert.
Oh yeah, people don't think about the fact that it can get very, very cold in the desert.
Yeah. It's,
If
pretty
you go at the
damn
right time, it snows. It's so nice when it
Yeah.
snows.
man. Next time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was cool. And then I went to where did I go? Turkey. I went back to Turkey.
Mhm.
Istanbul. Istanbul's like my second home, dude. It's crazy. Pretty nice. Still the same.
You look like you have the Turkish vibe too.
Really?
I could see, yeah. I could see you living there.
Damn.
Or at least visiting frequently.
Günaydın.
Good night.
You know what that means?
No.
Good morning.
I don't know any Turkish, bro.
Good morning. Günaydın, because it's 2 a.m. right now. Yeah. Super cool. I mean, it took me, I still haven't processed the whole thing because it was just literally back to back travel every single day until I hit Saudi, which was like 3 weeks in. And then that's when it started like being like, okay, I'm going to catch some sleep.
Finally.
Calm down. Yeah, just because I'm like with family and stuff. I've lived in Saudi before, so it's kind of like not really that crazy. Yeah, pretty intense. Honestly.
Well, you kind of offload that to like the pictures and video, any like stuff that you take with your camera, right?
Yeah,
Like you can kind of piece together things that you might have
100%.
forgotten about.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't really forget much. It's just like all of a sudden you're back home. And then every day that you sleep and you catch on sleep, you're like, damn, I really was
Halfway across the world.
Yeah, I was in a completely different place.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was pretty cool. I had a long ass layover in Netherlands though, in Amsterdam.
The story you told was pretty
It
funny.
was insane, dude. Yeah, so the story goes like this. There was a Nigerian lady that came into the gate. I was waiting there for 11 hours at this point, so I'm over it, dude. I've already slept 7 hours on this like stupid bench that broke my back. Okay. I wake up to all this loud ass noise, and it seemingly was, I didn't really realize because I was so tired, that the airport kind of shut down. So people vanished, and then no flights came in or left.
Yeah.
So the whole hall was empty. The lights turned off, and it was just me and this bench. So I slept. Middle of my sleep, I wake up to like this noise, and I see a bunch of Jews like coming. I'm like, what the hell's going on? You know? And they're all coming in here with suitcases. And then all of a sudden, like this other gate, I guess more planes landed. So then they started coming in. And I'm like, okay, I'm starting to wake up here and realize that the lights came on. And I'm like, oh, I think it's go time. What time is it? You know? I get up, I see that the gate opens in like 3.5 hours. So I'm like, good, at least I slept, whatever. I get up, I charge my phone for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, this lady gets escorted. Okay, this Nigerian lady. And the reason why I say Nigerian, I didn't just guess that. Okay.
Hopefully you didn't just guess.
No. She was listening to some like preacher on YouTube. Okay, full blast. And I do have the video. I can kind of play what it sounded like.
Oh, you found the video?
I think so. Yeah.
Or you took a
This
video
was
of her
insane,
watching it?
dude. No, I kind of like put it in my pocket just so I can freaking show you guys at least like what the hell,
Yeah.
as I was telling the story. Crazy. But basically, wait, what is this? Is this here? No, that's not it. I'm looking for the video. Hold on 1 second. I don't know if you can hear this yet. Let me fast forward. So very hard to hear. Very hard.
I can hear the
But-
screaming in the background, yeah.
But like there was like this guy, I swear to God, for an hour and 10 minutes she had this playing. Okay.
Full blast.
And multiple people asked her kindly to please, can you put on headphones or can you like lower it? Like this is absurd that you're doing this right now. It's morning time. It's like 7 a.m. And then this lady just comes in here and just starts playing this crap. I can try to mimic it, but I don't know how it's going to go. So
Try, give it a shot.
basically this guy was screaming. Well, I can't even do it. Wait, hold on. And then like people are like repeating after him. So imagine like there was a sermon, okay? And this guy's just shouting the whole time. And I noticed because she came and she stood next to me before, and I was like, what the hell is she watching? And it's just like this YouTube video. I don't know what it is. All right. It was like Nigerian guy screaming into a mic. And it was in front of like an entire orchestra of people.
Just repeating what he said.
Not repeating what he said, but they're like chanting, like, you know how we go, Takbir, Allah.
Yeah.
It's like that. All right.
Interesting.
So he's getting response from the crowd, but at the same time, he's like preaching all this heavy crap in a language I do not understand. And this lady's like zoned in.
For an hour and a half.
Yeah. Now the flight attendant comes. Okay. Not the flight attendant, the gate worker.
Yeah.
For the airline. She comes up and she's like, ma'am, do you mind if you can turn it down? There's people here, And she's like, no, I do not want disturbance. And then everyone's like, what the fuck? Like,
Okay, I guess.
like, okay, you're not going to respect like even a worker telling you this? Like she commands that the gate be quiet, bro. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man. But I think they gave her a break because she was on a wheelchair. Yeah. Even then, I was just like, it's very hard to annoy me, but that was low key annoying after like half an hour.
I mean, bro, an hour and a
like,
half of that?
because in my head I was like, you know what? Just let her watch the video. It'll probably end soon. No, dude, it did not end soon.
It's like a 3.5 hour marathon.
10 minutes. God, dude, like, what are you listening to? First of all, I'm gonna try to find that video. That's what I'm gonna try.
Yeah,
to
if
do.
you guys have any idea of what that
What
video
the
is,
hell is
send
going
it to
on?
us via DM.
Yeah. Crazy, but the fact that she said that she doesn't want any disturbance is crazy because that is the most disturbing thing you could do.
I wonder if she did that on the plane too.
No, I don't think so. She didn't. Oh, I didn't hear it,
7 hours.
bro. Well, there's no internet, so good luck.
Fair enough. No, she has YouTube Premium. She downloaded it.
God damn it.
No.
Yeah, dude. I mean, the things you see when you're abroad is insane, honestly. Some of it is unique
Mm-hmm.
and cool, and some things you will never forget. Besides, like, sightseeing,
Yeah.
some altercations and whatnot. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, you filled your travel cup for the time being.
Yeah, dude, I needed it though. It's been like 3 years since I haven't been. I don't know if I'll ever do like a month trip again for like at least for multiple places.
Yeah, that's
I would do it for one spot, you know, because I like to kind of reside in a spot and see what it's all about. You know, because then you get a real feel for the country or the spot. You know.
Yeah, for me, I would rather stay in one place for a month or two than like just go travel to so many different countries.
Yeah.
It just seems very
it's
stressful.
crazy. I mean, because Vienna, we got to Vienna, it was like the center point for everything, and then we rented a car, and then we went east and west. So we had options. We could have went to Italy. We could have went to Germany. We could have went anywhere realistically. Bulgaria.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we didn't. We ended up going to staying in Vienna and whatnot. I think we were all tired, to be honest.
I mean, surely the
But
sleep
there's already
deprivation,
a lot to see, huh?
like surely the sleep deprivation had to have impacted
Yeah.
some parts.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I think it was very well worth it, to be honest. But now we're back, and I'm happy to be working again.
And now we're back. Content, guests,
Yeah,
all sorts of goodies.
affiliates. That's what we got. We're back to based, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, Extra is having a Valentine's Day sale. So if you're a lady or even a man, you can still use our discount code.
Absolutely.
Use code 2AM. You can get up to 35% off. It's pretty cool. They have their Finder card that I used actually during this trip. Super clutch because I was kind of worried in between when you take multiple flights that are layovers that your bags might get lost.
Yeah.
So you just want to know that they're on the same track as you. That's all it is. So you can track it on Find My on the iPhone, which is awesome. That was something I was worried about before I got into the product, but yeah.
And up to 35% off. Not a small discount by any means.
Not bad. Also, you can't forget the luggage, the luggage bag that they have.
Yeah, good
The
quality
little duffel
bags. Love them.
Super awesome. Yeah, use code 2AM at extra.com. You won't regret it. That is it for today's episode, and yeah, nice seeing you again, fool.
Funny enough, it's felt like a 2 a.m. episode.
Straight up.
Might be the closest we've ever gone to that 2 a.m. feeling.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay, more to come. See you guys next time.
Peace.
Later. Oh no.